Hey there guys, do you remember the last video where we went to swap to certain desktop environments? Well, it left behind not that much of a mess, but it did leave behind other desktop environments. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be getting rid of Cosmic and KDE, as not the biggest fan of them right now. But this would end up going for, I guess, hopefully any desktop environment. It's basic cleanup. And yeah, let's try to do that, shall we? Okay, so we did install. What happens if we do remove? Interesting. See, this video is not meant to be overly complicated, but as you can see afterwards, you're going to need to do sudo apt auto remove for everything to truly go away. And this is just meant as a nice, simple little way to help out for those people who have swapped desktop environments and still have the old one left over. So we're going to do this to Cosmic as well. So I believe, let me go check the Cosmic channel, because again, that's where I keep usually my notes. It's Pika Cosmic desktop, and just like that, it's already there, but of course we need to remove it, and it's gone. And then we need to do sudo apt auto remove, and we're gonna hit yes, and this is gonna get rid of everything Cosmic related, so that when we end up rebooting, just like this is sort of like the little cleanup video. It's essentially gone for good. So now you'll notice that we just have, well, Cosmic got rid of itself, but Plasma still exists. Seriously, Plasma? Can you ever just go away? You know, just Cosmic is still there. Well, the terminal is anyway, but everything else is gone. All right, let's go take a look at what happened. Interesting. Isn't that weird? It didn't fully get rid of it when it should have. So what's left behind exactly? We have KDE systems, Conquer. All right, sudo apt remove KDE Plasma? Plasma data, desktop theme. What if we do KDE? Interesting. Okay, what if we just type settings? See, there's a fun way to do this, and there's a miserable way to do this. I'm doing it the miserable way, because that's how I was raised. To be miserable. Nope, okay. Install btop. Don't have to use btop if you don't want to. Let's take a look on the inside of this. You ready? Btop. So it's called system settings. Sudo apt remove system settings. Password. Yes. That's it. So now that should hopefully be gone. We still have K-Wallet, which we need to get rid of. Sometimes you will have to do cleanup. All right, so K-Wallet is getting rid of the rest of everything else, which is nice. Let's go check now. All right, we have no KDE applications currently installed. And if we go to log out, real-time troubleshooting, isn't it fun? We should just have GNOME. Yes, all we have is GNOME now. So Cosmic cleaned itself out pretty well, but unfortunately it left behind its ugly little terminal. Let's kill that terminal, shall we? So sudo apt remove Cosmic. What do we got in here? So we got term, okay? And we have Cosmic OSD. Killed both of you fools. And now we're back to pure GNOME again. Yep. There's no Cosmic applications whatsoever. There you go. So I know that video, this video, it wasn't supposed to technically be that, you know, it wasn't supposed to get to that point. It was supposed to be an easy, hey, we're going to remove this, it's going to be gone. But again, it's never that cut and dry when it comes to removing an application. Windows taught us this best. Mac OS, on the other hand, you right-click an application, delete it's gone. With Windows, even sometimes when you want to install the application, it's still there. Windows viruses are known for that best. KDE, I would consider kind of malicious in the way that its intent is. I mean, I removed half of its dependencies, almost all of its dependencies, and it still wanted to stay. So, no, thank you. And then the fact that Cosmic left behind its terminal and its OSD is a bit strange, to say the least. But again, clearing out a problem, it's going to need to be troubleshot a little bit. And if you don't mind the extra applications, they're not bothering you. They're not actually acting like bloat. What bloat is, in the actual common sense term, is an application that always runs in the background, that always drags down your system, that doesn't need to actually be there, but is included anyway. All these extra applications and stuff, this isn't bloat. This is just part of the desktop experience. I mean, Windows has it, Mac OS has it. They all have their own built-in apps. It doesn't make them bloat. You can get rid of them. You know what I mean? If it's bloat to you, that's usually a you issue. It's you expressing yourself. You're like, oh, I don't like that. That's bloat. That's you saying it is, but it's not actually bloat. It's like those people that install KDE, but they never actually paid attention to what they installed on the installer. And they end up installing all these extra wallpapers, all these extra applications and stuff. And they're like, that distro's bloated. You chose to install them. Not exactly bloated. Hopefully that clears everything up. PikaOS is a fantastic distribution. And again, show it the love it deserves. You want to help support the developers, you can do so by donating to them on Ko-Fi. I help support the developers by, well, actually, I kind of want to show you guys what I did. This is actually, it's kind of cool. I supported them by doing this. I updated the drivers, the newest NVIDIA drivers, and yeah, that's what I decided to do. So I had to, right? I want to support the people I like the most. And I want to get more involved in the development side of things, and I think that was the proper way to do it. So I hope the Ferraro enjoyed it, gave me a thumbs up, so said my work was good, and that's all I need to hear. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it helped removing anything you don't want.